Welcome to Emailing Your Professor. How to say what you need to say and make a good impression. Brought to you from the learning experts at the Holman Success Center. There are lots of reasons why you might need to send an email to your professor. First, it's quick and efficient. Your professor probably mentioned in their syllabus that it's the preferred method of contact. And both you and your professor will then have a record of who said what. Are there any reasons to not send an email? Well, if the syllabus gave a different preferred contact method, use that first. Additionally, make sure you've checked the course syllabus or any other course materials and make sure that before you've asked that question, you didn't see the answer already given. Also, you want to let your professor know that you'll be absent before class. Never send an email asking if you missed anything important, because the short answer is yes, you did. Here's a handy checklist you can use to make sure that your emails are clear and conveying the proper message. Use your school email account. That way, your professor knows that the email is really coming from you, their student. Make sure your subject line is informative. For example, question on the COM 101 assignment or request for extension in Math 100. Address your email respectfully. The quickest and easiest thing to do is just use a simple, "Hello, Professor." Make sure your email is concise with only the necessary details. You don't need to go into long explanations. Short and sweet is what we're going for. Close your email with courtesy. Say, "Thank you," before you sign off, and definitely put your name and possibly your course and section number or your university ID number at the end of your email. And finally, make sure that you spell check and proofread your email. Nothing says, "I don't deserve a response," like an email that's full of mistakes of spelling and no punctuation. Here are some tips and tricks that I've learned from being on both sides of the professor email. If you're bringing a problem to the instructor, you should probably have thought about it enough so that you can also propose some possible solutions. Don't just say, "I have to be out of town on the day of the next test." Ask if you can take it early. Label your attachments clearly so that your professor knows what those documents are without having to open them. You should probably also ask before sending attachments so that your instructor inspects them. Keep your email looking professional in this context. No hard-to-read, garish colors or fonts. This is not the time or place to drop a funny meme. And finally, use professional language. Think of the professor email as being in the same genre as an assignment. You don't want to use text speak abbreviations or emoji. Remember, your goal is to get your message across quickly and concisely, and to make it more likely your professor will respond. Still have questions? You can schedule a meeting with a success coach or a peer academic coach at the Holman Success Center by going to emich.edu/HSC. We'll be glad to help you look over your email and make sure you're sending the message that you want to send to get the response that you need.